Welcome back
I have a feeling today's going to be a
to
great day.
Starfield.
Don't you agree?
I think we are still working on the same... No, we're not. We're working on something different now. Eyewitness. We finished up... Leader of the pack? No. False positives? No. It's probably down here somewhere. It was the a UC one. Oh, here we go. Keeping the peace? Nope. Delivering devils. We finished that one up, so now run a new one, I guess. We are on Eyewitness. We're gonna go try to convince somebody to do something. We gotta go upstairs, I guess. Yeah, we gotta go upstairs. Okay, let's do it. I sold off a bunch of stuff. I think I got rid of all my weapons. I was able to find some grenade launcher ammo here in New Atlantis. The only place, I went to like 3 different places and I was selling stuff because...
Over here.
Yep.
The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it.
Oh, great.
But listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was earlier. So, in the interest of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there. My relationship with the UC. It's more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. I am a clone of a man named Francois Sanon, one-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War, former head of the UC Navy. They called him Ve Victus,
So,
woe to the defeated, in Old
you're a
Earth
clone.
Latin, a title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians. Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come.
I'm more interested in what this has to do with us addressing the cabinet.
I'm getting there. The man
Okay,
I was
well, do it.
cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war. The man caused a lot of death on both sides. Freestar Collective and UC. Military and civilians. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day. So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned.
You're not your father. If the cabinet doesn't see that, it's their problem, not yours.
I really appreciate you saying that. I just thought you deserved to know, considering how much you've done already. You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss? I know you got dropped into the middle of this pretty fast. Or, if you've got any last-minute business to attend to, now might be a good time. No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us waiting out here.
Let's see. So honestly, what are all the risks of us accessing this data? Any suggestions on what I should say to the cabinet? Your eyes, they're red. Is that a result of the cloning process?
It's hard to know exactly what might sway them. I'd just be honest about what you saw. A colony wiped out, and a lot of lives lost. Something we don't want anyone else to have to experience.
Yeah, so
Then
no
I guess
questions.
it's
Let's
just a matter of...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet.
Oh, Jesus. Just like that, huh? Okay.
Sounds like our cue.
Good.
Here we go.
Okay, we didn't have to wait long. See, how does she do the steps? I'm really curious. I always am curious about how animations do steps. She's like, skips a bunch. She little toe trips a couple of them, too. Cabinet Chambers, Interstellar Affairs. Is that her? Yeah, she got out of the elevator fast. After you, you're the one that's going to cause all the trouble. Oh, we have to go stand before the tribunal. Okay.
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Hadrian made it clear that addressing this issue required the utmost urgency.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes, well, precisely how urgent is what I hope we'll determine here today. So now, we have two petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno-Warfare Team's Terrormorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all three Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
We're still trying to figure out what we're facing. We can't make an informed decision without the data. We need the archival data to find a way to stop a possible Terrormorph apocalypse. I'm just here to talk about what happened. Hadrian's the one with the grand plans. Let's see, what are these two? We're still trying to figure out what we're facing. We can't make an informed decision without the data.
That is something to consider. Though we also have to take into account the nature of the data you require.
Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, Terrormorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic. And at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium. I would also ask how many deaths the Cabinet requires to act. 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties, Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this Terrormorph seem at all alarming to you?
Alarming? It wiped out a colony that never saw it coming. That's pretty alarming. The tissue matched ones from Londinian. Which is a better one, do you think?
That is worth considering. This attack took place on an almost completely uninhabited world. The casualties were minimal as a result. But if there's another attack, will we be so lucky?
Yes, a fine point, Admiral. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
If I was in your position, hell yeah, I would. If there's a chance what happened on Tau Ceti could happen elsewhere, we need to grant the request. Personally, I would wait. We don't yet have enough information. President, if it were me, I wouldn't grant the request. Let's go here.
I'm inclined to agree.
As am I.
I suppose that does get to the heart of the point, doesn't it? Very well.
Dumbass.
I consent. The galaxy was lucky you were here today, Captain.
You and I are in agreement, Chief Diplomat. So, if there are no other objections, I believe we can agree to give our full backing to make the request to...
Too late.
What was that?
Attention. Attention. An incident has occurred. Facility lockdown engaged.
Incident? Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
There's been an attack at the spaceport.
Terrormorphs.
Terrormorphs.
Terrormorphs. More attacks. Just as predicted.
Yep.
Good God.
And you guys, you dickheads.
There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes.
Too
ma'am.
late.
Admiral Logan, the
Ma'am.
local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two, we can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
We're on it, ma'am. Captain,
Great.
I'm right behind you. Let's get down there.
Where are we going? This way? This way? She's following me, huh? Alright, let's get geared up. I've got... Don't I have a weapon that deals damage to aliens? Where is it? That's probably the one I just sold. I think it was that little pistol I just sold. Alright, so we're gonna have to go with, not this. We're gonna have to go with our, what does this one do? Gun bashing. I should have sold that one. I'll have to go with my, well, we can't go with this. Don't have enough ammo for that. That's robots anyway. I guess the Maelstrom and the Urban Eagle. Favorite weapons.
You! The EM rifle, grab it! Now!
What the hell's going on?
We're trying to help you!
Please!
Collect the EM weapon. Where's that at?
That's it. Now hit him with everything you've got.
Hit what?
Why?
Equip it, it says.
Why are you
Really?
fighting
Equip it,
me?
EM weapon.
It's behind me. Feel it hurt me.
What am I supposed to do? They're incapacitated, aren't they? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. It looks like I'm still supposed to do something to him.
I will not.
Those two are down? I guess they're down.
I
Uh-oh, I don't know what's going on there. Hello. Okay, they're down. Not yet. Okay, they're down. Assess the situation at the NAT station. Assess it.
Thank you for what you did. We didn't want to hurt them.
The way those people were acting, I've seen this before. They were under the Terrormorph's influence, weren't they?
I don't know, sure.
I don't know. They were down at the port and they just started screaming. We tried to restrain them, get them on the train to get them out of harm's way, but some of the other officers down there, we couldn't restrain them fast enough. They just started firing on us. People we knew. They went berserk.
Pheromonic projection. Some terrormorphs, they can induce this fog. It affects everyone differently, but some people just lose control, turn against everyone around them, even if they don't want to. They're like a puppet. You kill the morph, you break the hold. But this means we're gonna need to be real careful with our fire, and keep that EM weapon at the ready.
What? If someone comes at me, I'm putting them down.
I'm not suggesting. It's documented behavior. The result of the projection, though, can vary wildly. Some folks just shrug it off. Others hallucinate. And some lose control altogether. They'll lash out at anyone around them, but still be aware while they're doing it. Those cases, you'll either need to knock them out with EM fire, or free them by killing the Terrormorph.
Let's just kill the Terrormorph.
Let's go.
It.
Nat's unlocked. Please, do what you can to help them.
Is she coming? Guess not. Guess I'm on my own, eh? No, she's coming. Spaceport. Gotta find a Terrormorph, eh?
Oh my God, no time to waste, Captain. Stash the EM and pull some firepower. Let's move!
Spaceport District.
You might back up. Don't just stand there. Kill it!
Oh wait, I'm shooting too high. Back off. Alien genetic material, amino acids, structural material. He's kind of ugly. Okay, now what do? Go talk to her. What I was wondering is, I just noticed something. Got a bunch of weapons missing out of my... I know I sold some stuff, but... figure out what I'm missing.
Wait, officer? Are you and this woman... experts? Take whatever we can get right now. We've got the remaining creatures locked down on the landing pad, but we're barely holding our perimeter. They said you've done this before.
Remaining creatures?
Well, I've got one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more of my men. Put those things down and do it fast. We'll hold them as best we can.
Eliminate the Terrormorphs. Speak to the fire team. Where's the fire team at? Alright, let's figure out why I have empty slots. in my... I hope I didn't sell some weapons I didn't want to sell. Let's hook this up. Let's just stick it right there. Oh yeah, I did sell the one that was stuck there. And then the modified Equinox. Let's stick that up there somewhere too, I guess. We'll stick that right here. What do I got here? I got this. And I got the Deadeye. Let's stick the Deadeye up there. Where are we going? This is eliminated Terrormorphs. Eliminated Terrormorphs. Where's the team we're supposed to talk to? Let's go talk to them.
Heard you might be looking for some backup. You say the word, we're out there on your 6.
You two have any experience with Terrormorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here, but we know how to handle pressure.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a firefight. Might make you more liability than asset.
We're not UC security. You don't need to worry about us.
We can handle this. You guys can stay
Your call.
here.
We're on the line.
Yeah, stay here. Let's go. Let's try maybe see if my little friend here can help. We can get let's get Vasco on our side. Okay?
Hello. Captain, hello. I am satisfied to see I will accompany you as long as you require.
Vasco. Let's go, Vasco. Is that one right there? It is.
Ready for a fight? Stop! Stop! Oh, God.
Captain!
Hey! It's not real! Whatever you're experiencing right now, it's not real! You have to put down that floor! Don't mess with me! Please help me.
I am no longer detecting signs of life from the enemy.
So the little the grenade thing didn't do much to these guys. Where is it? Inside the crate? There he is. Ah, really?
Nothing's gonna save you. Nothing's gonna save you.
Target down. Nice work, Captain.
I'm a little wonky. Who am I supposed to speak with? This guy over here. Well, they didn't destroy my ship, so that was pretty good. You guys need to get this place fixed up, though. Gonna grab these guys' stuff. Let's see, what's he got? Oh yeah, Maelstrom, Medpack. I don't want that. Nope, don't want that. Yeah, let's cover all the dead bodies before we go talk to him. I don't think he'll mind us. What's in here? Anything? Alright, he's over here.
Guess they weren't kidding about you two. The universe put the right people in the right place.
So how did these things get here? You all held the line and you're heroes, not us.
Certainly doesn't feel like it. I don't want to think what would have happened if you two hadn't been here.
Just glad we could rise to the occasion. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the Terrormorphs have been dealt with. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
How'd they get here? That's my question. Where are we going? Back this way. Yeah, how did Terrormorphs get here? They fly a spaceship? Alright, we gotta go back.
Attention. The spaceport has been secured. Safety precautions remain in place. Please wait for the all-clear signal before exiting your homes. That is all.
He looks like a dead guy. No, he's not dead, is he? Nope. Alright. Oh, wait. Send Vasco back. He doesn't need to be with us. Vasco, come here, dude.
It is pleasant to see you. Should you require my presence in the future, you know where to find me.
I was actually surprised he could come with me with her following me, too. Okay, well that went weirder than I thought it would. Wasn't what I was expecting for this little mission here. Where are we going?
Terrormorph.
That's a relief to hear. Thank you, gentlemen. Let your people all know how much we owe them today.
Yes, ma'am.
Captain? Hadrian? It would appear that the Cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today. As well as an apology. Your concerns about the Terrormorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank you,
Oh,
ma'am.
gee, thanks. Agreed. Thank you.
Of course. I only wish we could have acted sooner. Now, today's events have only clarified our path forward in the eyes of the Cabinet. You will have our full support in collecting the Terrormorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks. But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. As such, the Cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately, to your former rank of Major.
Ooh,
As soon as we've got the
nice.
data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and how to stop them. Will you do this?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House Varun to play ball. Someone who
I can do
knows
that.
precisely The sorts of dangers the colonies and all the galaxy are facing right now. The cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that representative.
Yeah, I got some friends in the Freestar. We could do that. If you're sure, that's the wisest action.
We do. In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data.
Citizenship?
So, will you help us?
Yeah, sure, why not?
I'm glad to hear it. Now, we, of course, won't be sending you in without the proper support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access to the archives. You should be able to find her in her office across the hall. And on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our thanks. You're dismissed.
Thanks.
Damage to the spaceport. The costs of this attack are greater than I think we realize.
Okay,
I'm gonna go check in
here
with Chief Engineer Kulkarni. Start getting a plan together for that data.
My officers were unprepared for what happened at the spaceport.
Chief Yassine, these orders are Vanguard Captain. You... Yes, sir. I'll make sure they get what they require.
You better.
That must make you my Vanguard Captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second-in-command. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude. I was also informed that you gave quite the presentation to the cabinet. Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed to this endeavor, accessing the Terrormorph data and beyond. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure you have the tools you need. And that means first getting you into the archives. You do know what the archives are, correct?
Sure.
Someone paid attention in current events. So, then you also know that it was originally managed by the 3 major galactic players. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency, and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun.
Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varun to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
You'd think they'd be clamoring to help after the spaceport attacked. No problem, I'm just going to need some electrodes, a tooth extractor, and some sodium pentothal.
I couldn't agree more.
That.
However, both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate.
And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here. Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative.
But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar, or Ambassador Balmore of House Varun?
Let's do the Freestar guys. I'm friends with them.
Ah, the good Ambassador Radcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable. Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her.
Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support.
And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
All right, tell me about these other tools.
Certainly. See, good diplomacy is all about the careful application of pressure. We just need to find the squeeze.
UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage.
But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell.
So, If you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen.
I can do that.
We recovered some intel we believe should be able to help with that. But there's also a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for information. Maybe even convince to work with you.
Okay. That's a lot of info I need for the moment on the... That's all the info I need from Ratcliffe. Can you tell me about the staff
Cameron
member?
Long. He's younger than Ratcliffe, bears less of a grudge towards the UC. He works closely with the ambassador, making him a promising source for information on the ins and outs of embassy life, and someone who very likely hates her guts.
What else should I avoid doing instead?
Don't steal anything. Don't get caught anywhere you're not supposed to. Absolutely do not harm anyone. If something goes wrong, we'll do our best to smooth things over, but I can't make any promises.
All right. Here, your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise.
And take these. Chief Yassine wanted you to have some options on how to proceed in there.
Credits, embassy security added. Okay, let's go and do this first. We'll take care of them first. Or do I have to talk to her some more? Let's see. I gotta talk to her, get the rest of the information. Alright, let's do that.
Captain, would you like to finish your briefing on the ambassadors?
Yeah, I guess I have no choice.
Ambassador Balmore's a challenge. When the rest of House Varun retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmore stayed here. He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, so there's real hope he might again. Though claiming to know how a member of House Varun thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval.
Okay. That actually sounds pretty promising.
It does, but there's a concern.
Always a
We're
concern.
not 100% sure Balmore's actually still alive. His public appearances were always rare, but it's been several years now since he last poked his head out. Scans of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting.
Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him of his duties under the armistice.
What kind of life
The
did you detect?
Varun delegation brought more than a few of their native flora with them when they set up in the embassy. It seems those plants have been allowed to flourish, making it hard for us to verify what's flora and what's ambassador.
Okay. Wait, no one has actually been
The
inside
embassy
the
is
embassy?
still legally House Varun's sovereign territory, so we're not technically permitted inside. We've snuck in the occasional spy, of course, but the ambassador has proven more evasive than you'd expect for a man of his age. But we're quite sure he hasn't left the city. The man stands out.
What do I do if he's dead?
Then you search the embassy for his biometric key, collect your code piece, and we'll go about notifying his next of kin, if we can ever find them. But let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Alright, I'll track him down.
Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side entrance that should allow you access. Here, this device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. Once you're inside, though, finding the ambassador is going to be up to you. And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the attacks. Watch out for automated security in there.
Now, if you have additional questions or require clearance for a new approach we haven't already discussed, don't hesitate to ask. I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Approach her while the attack is still fresh in her and her staff's mind. Be smart out there, Captain.
Alright. Acquire the Freestar Collective. I didn't even see what the hell that said. I need to leave that up for just a little bit longer. Acquire the Freestar Collective archival code. Alright. And take my suit off. I don't need my suit right now. The mantis, yeah, take that off. Yeah, now I'm kind of wondering which weapons I sold. I think I sold a little Eon thing. Well, I did sell that. That might have been. I might have had that favored. Where are we going? Going out. Okay, let's get out of here. Need to get that spaceport fixed up. So, go to the embassy, which is not sure where that's at. I don't see the little marker over there, maybe? Let's see. This way. I was wondering if I shouldn't finish the little Freestar Ranger mission before we go talk to her. Talk to the Freestar. Where should I go? This way? I guess this way.
Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more.
Yeah, I know. He's got more work. He needs to go get somebody else. I'm busy. Freestar Collective. Alright, let's call it a video here, because I don't really want to sit through a whole lot more dialogue in this video. It's been pretty long, and we sat through enough dialogue for now. We'll get some more dialogue in the next video. So, if you're watching, thanks for watching. See ya.